Alright guys, this next video is on finding side links using similar triangles. So I was telling you about, in the last video, we were showing what similar triangles were because we're going to use that to do useful things. So now this is the example of that. Once you prove that triangles are similar, once you know that they're similar based on the angles being all the same or the sides being in the same ratio, you can use the fact that corresponding sides are in the same ratio to find the length of unknown sides. So we'll show how that works with this example. Let's say you need to find x in the following pair of similar triangles. So in higher levels of maths, or if we had time, we would actually get you to prove that these are similar first. I'm just giving you the fact that it's similar because it will get you through this term. So we need to find that the following, the x, how long x is in the following pair of similar triangles. So you're told that they're similar. So because they're similar, therefore angles are equal and corresponding sides have same ratio. Okay? So we're going to use this second fact, that corresponding sides have the same ratio, to find out what x is. So x here, x is side BE, and that corresponds to, because side BE is the side on the small triangle, so the small triangle I'm going to outline in blue, and the large triangle I'm going to outline in red. So BE is x, and it corresponds to CD in the large triangle. And then the other sides that we know are AB, which is 6 centimeters, corresponds to AC in the large triangle. Now if we make a fraction of those sides, so if we did a fraction of side BE over AB, and we know what BE is, we know that it's x, and we know that AB is 6, that fraction, because they're similar triangles already, you know that they're similar triangles, that fraction has to equal the fraction of the corresponding sides in the larger triangle. So BE corresponded to CD, and CD is 7 centimeters. So that's the top of that fraction. And AC, the side that we do know in the large triangle, is 6 plus 4, it's 10 centimeters. So we know that this has to be equal, these two ratios, these two fractions have to be equal because the triangles are similar. Therefore, x centimeters over 6 is equal to 7 over 10. And now all we need to do to solve what x is, now if you're not familiar with algebra, all you need to do is do the opposite operation of what you're trying to get rid of on both sides. So I want to get rid of divide by 6. The opposite of dividing something by 6 is timesing it by 6. So x centimeters over 6 times by 6 is going to be 7 over 10 times by 6. And if you're timesing by a number, that's 6 written as a fraction is actually 6 over 1. So what you'll get here, x over 6, x divided by 6, but then times by 6 again, gets rid of it. Gets rid of the 6, so you end up with x centimeters is equal to, and timesing the fractions out here, 7 times by 6 is 42 over 10 times by 1 is 10. 42 divided by 10 in your calculator will give you 4.2 centimeters. So you can see that what we've done is use the property of similar triangles where corresponding sides have the same ratio. We made one of the sides the unknown, and we put it into a fraction of a side that we with a side that we do know, so x divided by 6, and then we found the corresponding sides in the similar triangle and made a fraction of those corresponding sides. So that x side here, BE, corresponds to the CD side here, which we know is 7, so that's why they're both on top of the fraction. And the 6 side, AB, in the small triangle, corresponds to the 10 side, 6 plus 4, in the large triangle, so that's why it's 6 and 10 on the bottom. And because they're similar, they're meant to be equal. So we use that fact to work out what x is, because when you've got this set up and you've only got one thing that you don't know, you can always work out that one thing that you don't know using algebra. Alright, so hopefully that helps you out. That's the extent of what you're going to do with similar triangles and finding side links, and I'll see you in the next video.